Is it recording right now? Hey, ladies and gents, this is Azrael coming to you with Miggy.
Hi. He apparently doesn't know how to record a video.
We're trying something new today. We're trying a new video camera, and
Very professional.
I think this might do a better job than the old iPad that we had been recording on, but, you know, let's try it out, see how it works.
He still can't figure out how to start a video.
Our review today is Azrael. I'm not sure how to pronounce that.
He's just invisible, so you can't see him.
This action figure is from Batman's Arkham Knight. That's a video game. I've already taken him out of the box. If you see the box, you see like a digital rendering
I
there.
thought it was just invisible.
No, it's a digital rendering from the graphics on the video game, I think. It's a video game character. It's from DC
Collectibles?
Yeah, Collectibles. I always have problems with that word. And then the other in the series are Red Hood, Man-Bat, Professor Pig, and, of course, Azrael or Israel. Or, I guess it's Azrael.
The set would probably be complete if you had some hay bales.
Why?
No, just no reason.
For Professor Pig to play it?
No particular reason. Just need some hay bales.
Well, have you played the video game?
No.
Okay. Does it feature hay bales? Prominently?
No. It just kind of reminds me of something that doesn't involve hay
We've
bales.
got a new camera, but apparently I need a new brain, a new voice, and a new tongue. So this
Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again?
This is rebooting my brain. This is sculpted by Gentle Giant Studios. I don't know how much sculpting went into it since, I mean, apparently they could have easily just gotten the digital renders from the video game company. But anyway, I've seen Man-Bat. It's kind of the most interesting of all this because Professor Pig's just a fat guy, I think, with a pig mask on. But I didn't really like the Man-Bat. And I usually buy all the Man-Bats I can get my hands on, but not that one. So anyway, the reason I actually got this is because I thought it would fit in with the Templar Knights from Mythic Legions. And size-wise, it does fit in pretty well. Style-wise, not so much, right? What do you think? He's more of, I mean, these guys are nice and shiny and clean, and he's more sort of...
He's been out in the sun for a little bit too long.
Grim and gritty. He's got the nice big red cross in the front, and he's got a cross right here on his head with an arrow on it. So you can tell that it's either Templar inspired or some sort of, religious Christian knight warrior inspiration.
Christian knight warrior guy.
But his costume is more dirty and battle worn. He's got, his chainmail's been ripped to shreds. His cloth is ripped in the front. It's got a lot of different battle damage in different places, and it's more kind of like a military high-tech armor.
It's like a simulation.
Right? Like, I don't know how well his cargo pants fit in with the medieval
No, it looks perfectly
motif.
fine.
What I might do is I might just like take his belt off, maybe take this cape off, and maybe even replace his head. I don't know, to make him fit in better. Maybe I'll just leave him as is. But the sculpt is excellent. The cape is soft rubber. You can see details back here even under his cape where the chainmail peeks through. It's pretty nicely painted. Everything looks weathered, dirty. There's a wash on him, and lots of nice little details like rivets on the belt, these little pouches, all these tiny little straps. Everything's nicely painted. I like the cape. I like the design for the cape. What do you think? It's more like strips of cloth that have been bolted together. It's kind of cool though, and it's really nice and floppy and light. It attaches to this harness here on his chest. I'd kind of like to see what he looks like without all this plastic stuff on him. So I'm gonna
I think he'd look like nothing.
explore it.
Or maybe just like a cape.
And without his belt. No, well,
Because, I mean, if he didn't have the plastic, he'd just, just be a cape.
He's got this really massive sword here with some interesting design choices. I don't know. Have you played the video games? Do these snap forward? Because this makes no sense. Like if you're just getting hit with another sword, it's going to redirect the strike.
Handguard, it stops the handguard from working, so you can get hit on the arm.
Yeah, so
That's what it's for.
It stops the hilt from doing its job, and so you can get gouged in the arm if there's a strike. I don't know, maybe these...
But he can't get gouged in the arm because he's got super arm plating things.
It looks cool. I don't know whether it makes any sense as a real-world weapon, but let me see. It's massive.
I don't think a sword would make sense as a real-world weapon in general.
Swords were used plenty in history, so yeah, I don't think that's an accurate assessment.
Really?
I'm not sure I'm that fond of this sword, so I went and ordered some swords from China, or some different weapons from China. China is magic. Check this out. Okay, I got this. It's a metal sword, gold and silver with a little fake jewel there, from China, with the keychain attached. $1.24, including shipping. How do they do that? How do they make this metal piece, put it in the mail, and make a profit when they're charging you $1.24?
Probably by underpaying people.
Exploiting workers for my benefit. Oops.
Whoa there.
Did you see that sword just fly?
And it made a nice metally noise.
Yeah. So you guys know it's metal. Did you hear that? So what do you think of that sword?
Oh, it looks so cool. It's kind of dropping it a little bit, but it looks cool.
It's kind of heavy, and it doesn't fit the handle. Does it look better than this?
It doesn't really fit, but it looks really cool. It
is a cool sword. It falls out. So I got that for $1.24, and I couldn't believe it. You know what? I went on eBay. I'm like, I'm probably going to get ripped off. But heck, if I get ripped off, what do I lose? I lose $1.24. And somebody in China gets my money, and, maybe they use it to, I don't know, do something productive with it. So anyway, and I got this one. I think this one was a little bit more, maybe like $1.50 or something, but still amazing. This doesn't fit his hand.
Is this rip off League of Legends stuff?
It's probably, yeah. But that's kind of a cool, weapon, sort of a mystical looking weapon.
He can, use the power of the moon to
moon
people.
It says League of Legends. And it comes with this thing, so it's probably a bootleg or something. But anyway, China's magic. Back to the figure. Let me show the articulation. That was a digression. It's pretty well articulated for a DC Collectibles figure. It's got wrist swivel. It's got the back and forth wrist hinge. It's got the swivel and hinge on the elbow, and it's got what is this? It's got a ball joint on the shoulder.
It might just be really old and it's his creaky bones.
Yeah, it's not a ratchet joint. Check it out. When he put his hands out, he's like, Super Azrael. I also was messing around with this hood and was thinking maybe I'll, modify it somehow, put a different head on it.
His head's really shiny.
Because his head doesn't move that much with this hood. It can go back and forth a little bit.
You can probably take the hood off.
It's more like a hockey mask. It goes back up and down, back and forth. I think you can take the hood off.
Because it's just attached by that little piece of thing in the front.
Yeah, but it's really, really snug. So
snug as a hood on a head.
Snug as a bug on a rug. All right.
Already finding uses.
Wait a second.
It's attached.
Ta-da! Well, that was glued on. So now you see what he looks like.
Doesn't need to be glued on.
Somebody get that and just... Okay. All right. That's kind of cool. What do you think? Hood or no hood?
I think the hood looks better.
What if I put a whole different head on him? maybe,
Would that even fit?
I don't know. Probably have to be modified. Let's see here. That would look cool, I think. If I have some extra knight heads, and you know, I might have to modify it a bit, but something. Yeah, I think it needs something. So back to the articulation. Sorry about that. You've got the ab turn. You have another turn at the waist, which is weird because if this turns, it just kind of
messes
up the cross. Not sure why you need it. Not sure why you need this and this. What a disaster. All right. The phone keeps ringing. Sorry about that.
That wasn't at the perfect moment.
Then he can do the split sort of about this far, and his legs go forward and back pretty well. I like the joints at the hips. They're really nice and tight. The knee joint goes up. It's a double jointed knee, so that's good range. And the ankle is just this, no pivot on it. So anyway, I like this figure. What do you think, Miguel? Would you recommend it?
I think it looks better with the hood on. This looks kind of shiny and weird without it on.
Like Destro? I may use the hood, you know, for another figure. I'm gonna mess around with this and customize it.
He's gonna mess around it.
I'm gonna mess around. I'm gonna do the mess around, like Ray Charles. All right, that video was an absolute disaster, but hopefully it showed off the figure well enough. And
really rambly.
It was super rambly, and the phone kept ringing. We may have to redo it. Anyway, Isdo is signing off. Anything else to add, Miguel?
Bye.